Okay, Storm Chasers. Now, now I literally had to just change the title because there was an update. At first, we thought that Ralph was the first one to file. While I'm talking to y'all, as you come in, let me know that you can hear me and see me. At first, we thought it was Ralph that had actually filed for divorce, but no, it was Drew. It was Drew. Damn it, it was Drew that filed first. She filed for divorce from her husband. They was rushing down the highway to see who was gonna get to the courthouse first. They was rushing and rushing and rushing down to 85, rushing down up there in Gwinnett County. Hold up. All right. We'll just go here. Here we go. Okay. So glad. Okay, I was about to say. All right, perfect. So we finna go ahead and share the screen. All right, here they go. Here they go. All right. So this is Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman from Real Housewives of Atlanta. We got introduced to them a couple seasons ago. Now they had recently, a couple seasons back, relocated from Los Angeles to Atlanta. And I'm here to let you know, Drew, while you was rushing and driving down the highway and he was rushing and driving down the highway, you beat him there by 1 hour. I already know why he made it an hour late, because he had to take a shit. No, TMZ just updated and said that Drew actually filed first. Her paperwork came in at 11. His paperwork came in like around 1-ish. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and just get you up out my chat since you want to talk shit. Get up out my shit. Get up out my shit. You not running shit over here. Now, with that being said, they was both rushing down the road. Go ease on down the road. Oh, I said they ease on down the road. Oh, it got to the courthouse. And Drew ran up them steps, but I don't really think Drew ran because I don't think her leg healed all the way. So I think she hobbled up them steps. So she went up the wheelchair ramp. She bust through the doors. She said, "I'm looking for a divorce. Where do I file?" And then she hobbled and hobbled. And she said, "Wait, I'm handicapped. Where is the elevator?" And they said, "Ma'am, it's over there." And she got on the elevator and she went to the third floor and she filed the paperwork. Meanwhile, Ralph was still wiping his ass at home. Now, some reports say they was married for 9 years. Some reports say they was married for 8 years. Either way, I really don't care. She has a child outside of the marriage that she had before they got together. They have 2 biological children together. Her son is Josiah. They have Makai or Malachi, and then the youngest baby, Anaya, I think, or something like that. They real biblical with the names. I ain't mad at it. But anyway, here's the first piece of advice, Drew, I could have told you. When I first saw y'all on my TV screen, y'all looked at real. I know I'm being ghetto. Y'all looked at real funny to me, and I couldn't put my finger on it. Drew is very attractive. And no homo, Ralph is very attractive. Can we keep it a stack? Can we keep it a stack? Drew is a very attractive woman. I remember her from the game, and she's had a lot of other smaller roles as well. And she can sing. Okay. Tiny little thing. And no homo, but Ralph is very attractive as well. Damn near 10, low key, high key. So when Drew came on our screens and said, "Yeah, we just recently moved to Atlanta from LA." I know that's what, the world was convincing y'all to do because California is expensive as hell. There's opportunities in Georgia. You came for the show. It's going to be cheaper and less taxes. But what you did not account for was the amount of coochie that was gonna be after your husband when y'all got here. That's not me. That's not me blaming her for his alleged cheatation or for the alleged stepping out. But this is me just saying your location is everything. In LA, it's a bunch of good looking dudes. So although he'll be seen as attractive, it's a bunch of good looking, tall, muscular dudes. It is what it is. LA's gonna lean more towards the Eurocentric aesthetic anyway. So out in LA, you got to compete with the tall dudes with the blonde hair and the blue eyes and the chiseled jaw or the green eyes, and you just can't compete. It is what it is. We ain't Euro, we black. It's different. But when you come to Atlanta, ladies, first off, don't move to Atlanta if you want a husband. Well, if you want a straight husband. Well, if you want a husband to be faithful, don't move here. The women outnumber the men anyway. The women want the men that's available, and the men want the men that's available. So what you think gonna happen when you bring your man here? I'm just keeping it a stack. So when you brought your man here and he looking at what he look and driving what he driving, looking where you looking with and living where y'all living, and he's straight, baby, them hoes been throwing it at him since y'all got off the 85. Them hoes been throwing it at him since I got off the 285. I forgot what highway go out to Gwinnett County. I used to live out there. I forgot. Them hoes been throwing it at him from the time he got out the moving truck. That's just a fact. So anyway, to me, they always looked off, and I think it's because in this case, the man is the pretty one. They're both very attractive, but the man outshines the woman in this relationship. Can we keep it real? We're gonna keep it real. Ladies, get y'all a ugly medium dude. I'm just playing. You screw with them too. Ain't no hope for love. All these niggas shit. We are dealing with the results of generations of dysfunctional parenting. So when we try to get together, we lack the communication skills, the conflict resolution skills, and the wherewithal to make a marriage work. It ain't no hope. You might as well get a vibrator and marry your best friend. Now, if y'all remember from the show, they had a lot of issues in their marriage. And one of the main issues that they had was that Ralph, to a certain degree, was kind of cold towards Drew. AKA, he really couldn't meet her emotional needs. And whenever they got into it, he left. All right? He left. And I'm not saying it's all his fault. He just really did what he was taught to do. He was only able to do what he knew. But anytime you're dealing with a man, ladies, anytime you deal with a man that's cold like that, you gonna have a rough marriage. If there's any drama or trauma between the man and his mother, which I don't remember, and I ain't talking about nobody's mom. I feel like it was trauma with him and his mother. I just don't remember from the episode. Same thing if you date a woman. If it's trauma with her and her father, you are in for a fucking ride. Yeah. Honey C said it correct. He acts like he can't stand her. That's how it came off on the camera. That may not be their truth. I don't know these people. I'm just doing my job. But I'm here to let you know that it come off like he can't stand. It's almost how Juan act like he don't like Robin. Now they try to push marriage on me so much, but it be sounding like y'all married people don't be liking each other all that damn much. That's just me. This is my opinion. So we're gonna go over to TMZ. Okay. They outside the maintenance people, not the maintenance, the yard people out there is doing their thing. Landscaping, there we go. All right. So according to TMZ, there was an update. Drew Sidora files to divorce Ralph, beats him to court by 1 hour. Exclusive details. Now, who was in the chat trying to tell me Ralph filed first? I can't believe you got it wrong. As if y'all didn't see me change my damn title at the last minute. You hoes gonna learn to let me do my job, and you do your job by being in the chat and listening. Especially if your ass ain't even hit the like button, ain't even hit subscribe, ain't even send a little piece of a Cashapp, and ain't even send a little piece of a super chat. Please keep your opinions to your motherfucking self and keep them gnarled, chub ass fingers out the box. Unless you gonna type and you know what you're talking about when you type. Because the people came to see me, they didn't come to see you. Now, like I said, beats him there by 1 hour. Okay. So TMZ says we now have a clearer picture of how nasty and petty this divorce is going to be. Turns out Drew actually filed for divorce before Ralph, 61 minutes before him. I told y'all he had the shit. TMZ obtained her divorce petition and the Gwinnett County county court stamped it as received at February 27 at 1:10. Ralph's docs were stamped at 2:11. Oh, he got caught in the little traffic. He got caught in a little traffic. Interestingly, she lists their separation date as February 23rd, while he says it was February 19th. So I'm finna go to a calendar and see what was happening that weekend. Okay. So Valentine's Day, we know, is February 14th. So Ralph says they were done as of February 19th. That's probably when he left the house. That's probably when he left the house. He figured, hell, I walked out on the 19th. We was over on the 19th. But she says they went over into the 23rd. So that's a discrepancy of 4 days. Kind of like that 3-4 day trip he took to Tampa round back. We ain't fucking forgot. Nah. One more thing. Both parties say their marriage is irretrievably broken, and that's why they're filing for divorce. However, Drew also says she reserves the right to add an additional ground for divorce if they can't reach an amicable settlement. What's the additional ground, Drew? Thank you, Eve. She said, I'm paying in advance. So, how you doing, Storm? How you doing? Hey, Eve. What's the additional ground? What else happened? Did Ralph get somebody pregnant? What did he do? Did he go whoops upside the head? I said whoops upside the head. I said whoop upside the head. I said whoops upside the head. Did he go upside Drew's head? Did he break the other leg? Did he snatch a wig? What was it? What is there else that we don't know? Just saying. We need to know. That's why he was in the rush to adopt Josiah. Facts. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Because I'm going to piss y'all off on my commentary today, and I don't give a damn. All right? Okay. So Ralph laid out what he wants out of the split, how he wants to handle their 2 kids and share property. They have a 7-year-old son, Makai, 5-year-old daughter, Anaya, and then Josiah is the oldest child she had when she met Ralph. Even look at him right there. He low-key outshines her when they take pictures together. Drew, you need you a medium ugly dude. I'm sorry, baby. Get you a stocky, medium ugly dude, and I think it'll work out for you. That wasn't going to work. And you know what? And why I got a feeling low-key he may pop up with a white girl. Not that it matters. You know what I'm saying? And let me stop talking before I end up with somebody white and then they talk shit about me. But you get the point. Well, I just feel like he gonna pop up with a white girl or Latina. Why do I feel like that? Why do I feel like he on his way to the Monroe's con pollo or some unseasoned chicken and some mayo sandwiches? Why do I feel like he finna start liking some Miracle Whip all of a sudden or start liking some salt in his margarita and some tahini on his fruit? But it's something's off. So maybe I've been around too many spiritual people and too many witches. So feel like I be seeing people's energy. Something is off with them as a couple, and I can't figure it out. They're both attractive and they're all right. He's just the type to compete with this. They both in the mirror. Oh yeah, relationships like that don't never work. It don't never work. All right, scroll down. All right, so as far as the cars, okay. Hold up. I know you niggas lying. While he may not be fighting her on the kid front, he is pushing back on the notion of paying spousal support. Ralph said he don't want to pay you no money, Drew. The new hoe gonna get the money. Noting that Drew makes good enough money from her reality TV job. Fair enough, but she could lose that job any day. Although he says she's rolling in Bravo, though, Ralph claims she hasn't made any financial contributions to the household throughout a majority of their partnership. Let me read that last line again. It says, Ralph claims she ain't made no financial contributions to the household throughout a majority of their partnership. I don't really think she was getting acting roles like that to really make a difference in their household. You know, just because somebody is famous or semi-famous don't mean they got money like that, especially living out in LA. Everybody broke. Number one. Number two, is the woman supposed to make financial contribution? I thought that was the man's job. Is something wrong with me? I thought it was the man's job to financially contribute to the household. But him saying she ain't made no financial contributions means, sir, you're gonna have to pay her some kind of spousal support, right? They also had a tax debt the year prior. Oh, okay. Well, it happens. Shit, that happens. You got to make enough money to understand that. Yep, it's something wrong with them. Now, that's what I'm saying. I thought that was normal. I'm confused, but I'm dumb and, I'm lame. So keep in mind, I'm a lame nigga, so I don't understand women. I just thought that's what you were supposed to do. But anyway, then comes to the cars. Ralph says he wants his Porsche Taycan and his 2018 Cadillac, while calling on Drew to be responsible for her own 2021 Cadillac. No word yet on their crib. Ooh, I bet she get the house because she's the mother and she got the kids. Ooh, okay. All right. So anyway, let's take a trip down memory lane and listen to some audio on our issue. So I can't show you the videos, of course, because copyright, but I'm gonna play some clips. I got about 2-3, and then I'm gonna comment. I'll make room for your comments at the end, and then we'll be back with another video. Okay, so let me get my headphones. And who in the chat said I look like Chance the Rapper? Y'all better stop. Y'all let me get no hat with the number 3 on it now.
Emily from Washington, D.C. Ralph, viewing your behavior back, what would you change about the dinner with Drew?
A lot. I think that the intention, I did want to give my wife something to show her that I appreciate her, and I went all out on it. I think if I could do it all over again, I would have taken a different approach, made sure that I understood her heart, what she was looking for, and provided that, opposed to something that she probably did not appreciate as much.
Good answer.
That's his voice. So what I'm hearing is that he's not emotionally available. But let's keep listening. But that's what I'm hearing, that he's not emotionally available. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, even though y'all always want me in a relationship, and I be trying to tell y'all, even I know my arms look good, my shoulders look good, my chest does too. I know. Even where I'm at in my life, I am not emotionally available. Ashley said, "You low key do look like Chance the Rapper." Appreciate it. So, ladies, do not get with men that are not emotionally available. A lot of times, y'all gonna find them the most attractive. I think maybe they come off as more masculine. I'm not really sure. I'm not a woman. I don't understand, and I don't date men. But I don't know what attracts y'all to emotionally unavailable men. Maybe it's the nurturer in y'all. Ooh, that damn nurturing spirit y'all got to be the death of you.
Kim from Shola, Pennsylvania said, Drew, why is it anytime you go to a nice event or vacation, you feel the need to ruin it with childish, argumentative behavior? Your hubby sets up a dinner that you didn't appreciate, and during Marlo's vacation, you threw dog bones and acted up.
I triggered him. That's what I've learned now. I triggered him, but it was me expressing how I feel. And I didn't think it would go so left. But, you know, in that moment, it was like, I don't want him, because he does nice things. Like he woos me, he showers me, he really does. But I just want it to be on a consistent level. You know, the ups and the highs and the lows is tough.
The editors had a little fun with the gaslighting thing. And the viewers, I mean, we got a lot of tweets from people who say you talk over her, you belittle her. What's your reaction to that? And was there anything that you saw of your own behavior that made you think that was the case?
Watching it back was a little startling. I can see that sometimes the things that I may say to her may not necessarily be the best choice. So there can be times where I can adjust my own attitude.
Are you two still in therapy?
Yes.
A little startling. I may say to her may not necessarily be the best choice. So there can be times where I can adjust my own attitude.
Are you?
That right there. That right there. Where he said, maybe I can adjust my attitude towards her. So basically, he talks to her crazy. We already know he gaslights the hell out of her, allegedly, but he talks to her crazy. And she plays into it as well. But here's my thing. And this is what I find interesting about people. I have yet to find somebody that talks to people crazy that can take it when you talk back to them crazy, when you match that energy. For the most part, in life, I find people who keep it real. I get a bitch told, I'm just rough. Whatever. They never find somebody that's on that same level with them or that can go toe-to-toe with them verbally. Is it just me? Let me know. I'm just saying. You think you need to talk to your wife different? How do you not understand that? How are you missing that piece? I always say, don't do nothing to nobody that you don't want done to you. Don't say nothing to me that you don't want me to say back. Y'all know I dealt with that too. Motherfuckers feel like they can disrespect me. Then when I say something back, they get in a tiff. Storm's crazy. He's deranged. He's gonna kill us all. Nah, bitch, I'm not. I'd have been done that.
Two still in therapy?
Yes.
It sounds like.
Dr. Ken.
I mean, no, it's great. I mean, it's really good.
Morning.
Marriage go through different stages.
It's a journey, though. It's a journey.
He's on speed dial. Like, hey, we got a problem.
Okay. So let's move along to the next clip. One of the other issues they had in their marriage, Ralph and Drew, is that Ralph had inappropriate relationships with the women in his life. So let's get into this clip about him and the assistant.
It was great, like having somebody else that got the same mentality that could understand me. So it was dope.
Actually, I got a chance to talk with Candy, and that was interesting. Candy brought up the Instagram of your assistant.
Look, I fired her.
Okay. So y'all don't talk anymore?
I never said we don't talk anymore. I just said we're not doing business.
Okay. So y'all do still talk?
I said I'm no longer going to work with her anymore.
He puts me on tumble dry. Like, he puts me in the dryer and puts me on tumble dry because he will confuse me where I'm like, am I tripping?
I understand that you don't feel comfortable with another woman. Maybe it's because of how she looks.
How does she look?
She's a 50-year-old woman. That's what she looks like.
What does that mean?
She was 12 when I was born.
What is
Shit, what that mean? She a 50-year-old woman. Or is it just Storm that sleeps with old women? That 50-year-old woman, shit. And another thing, ladies, too, don't ever listen to a man when we say like, oh, she ugly or she old or she fat or I would never. That nigga would. The right circumstance, he would. We would tell you anything to get you off the scent. But don't ever listen to no dude when a dude can flame the hell out of a girl and be in her DMs 30 minutes later. Don't believe that shit.
I mean, it's
men
a big
date
difference.
older women all the time. If you ever were to find something in my phone where a guy was like, yo, I could come give you a massage, you would have a problem with that.
That's not the message.
But that's what happened.
That's not what happened. Everyone that says that the issue is not with her. The only person that says the issue is with her is you.
Everybody.
I have so many women that's around me. You had it out for her since day one.
Don't say everybody.
I have so many women that's around. The only person that says the issue is with her is you.
Everybody.
I have so many women that's around me. You had it out for her since day one anyway.
You're making me really feel like I'm crazy, like I'm not making sense when I know I have a valid point. People say that Ralph gaslights me, but I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Can you define gaslighting?
I don't. Let me look up.
Look it up.
I got my phone. Let me see. Gaslighting definition. Oh, manipulate someone by.
Oh shit. Wait, I want to go back when she.
Sanity by psychological means into questioning their own sanity. Oh my.
Baby, he gaslights you. Next clip. Next clip. Oh. All right. So then Drew and Ralph did this interview on, is this all black? Yeah. All black society. It's like an app. But anyway, Ralph once again was asked, what happened in Tampa? Let's get into it.
Going on and all of the different frustrations, challenges. Drew and I getting into this huge argument, and I got to a point where I was at a breaking point and I had to get away. And first place I thought of going was Tampa.
Who in Tampa?
Who in Tampa?
Like the first place you thought was Tampa.
Tampa's far.
I would have went to LA. Like what?
You know what? I couldn't get on a plane.
To do that before too.
Think about it though. The pandemic, you couldn't fly, you couldn't travel. I had to be.
Yes, you could. I flew everywhere in the pandemic with a mask. But think about it. He said, I'm going to Tampa. Why did he go to Tampa? Well, I can tell you one thing about Tampa is one of the, and I'm not saying he into it, but it's one of the largest swinging cities in the country. It's a whole lot of cheatation, whole lot of loose marriage, loose relationship, open this, open that. A lot of your favorite corn stars and OnlyFans people, when I look up their record, they live in Tampa. It's a lot of tramping. It's a lot of hunching going on in Tampa. Somebody said a tramper was waiting for him in Tampa. I'm through.
Safe. So you know what? I thought about the place I needed to go to. So my place of refuge is the beach, the ocean. I wanted to be around like running water so I could really truly just get my mind right. You
want to be around running water. You ain't had no running water in your house. You can go to no other city but Tampa.
I told Drew,
you're in Atlanta, the nearest beach. Why does nigga didn't go to Savannah? Ain't Savannah, Georgia, by a beach? He could have drove right down to Pensacola, Florida. That go a beach right there. Why Tampa? Tampa's far. Because Tampa, he got a girlfriend there. And it's a lot of cheatation there.
Basically, I needed to make sure that I was good for myself because that's most important. I can't do anything for anybody else if I'm not good mentally. And so that's exactly why I went out there. I wanted to make sure that I was good.
Okay. He wanted to make sure he got some pussy.
Okay. You accept that?
I mean, I'm having to. I ain't really got a choice.
I believe him.
I don't agree with it. I just understand more now. Like, I had, these Achilles surgeries, 3 of them. He was my nurse. He was like taking care of me, taking care of our kids.
That's marriage.
Taking care of our kids. Yeah, I had these Achilles surgeries, 3 of them.
You had these Achilles surgeries, Achilles. And that was too stressful for him to take care of you? Ladies, are y'all still marrying men in 2023 that can't? Oh, and it's a trafficking capital. Boom. Like I said, whole lot of coochie. Are y'all still marrying men that can't handle real situations? Yeah, and same thing with men. Stop marrying women that break down if you lose your job, break down if everything can't go right, ain't going right. Niggas married to women right now that need all this help around the house and they ain't got nothing but 1 or 2 kids. Better start marrying for heart and not a motherfucker's looks. Men do not like to be of service when women get hurt. Then what's the point of y'all marrying them? It literally say in sickness and in health. It literally say in sickness and in health in the vows. So you mean to tell me she had some surgeries and he couldn't hold the house down? Her mama was in the house. And one thing y'all know about an old black woman, she gonna keep that house clean. So he ain't have to worry about no cleaning. He's had to tend to his wife, you know, change her bandages, get her whatever she need. He couldn't handle that. That's not that hard to do. She up here talking like she had 3 heart surgeries back to back. Don't you know it's people out here that got cancer, chemo? No, that's when they jump. That's when they jump ship. Oh shit, y'all might as well stay single. Men leave as soon as women get sick. Oh, y'all for real? Is this like a real thing? My parents was never married, so I'm literally not trying to be funny. Fact-based coaching, not these Kid Hill coaches. Avoid men who can't even take care of you when you have a cold. They're not taking care of y'all when you have a cold. They don't know to go get you something warm for your head. Keep plenty of fluids by the dresser. Keep some aspirin, some bottled waters, a trash can in case you need to throw up. They don't know to go bleach everything down, spray everything down. Go run the CVS if you need it and keep the kids out the room and give you a break. You mean to tell me y'all be sick as hell with flu and COVID and then you come out the room finally 3-4 days later, he ain't washed not nan dish, ain't took not nan piece of trash out, ain't done shit. Y'all is living in hell. And what y'all be saying to these ninjas when this shit happen? See, we need to start normalizing bullying. And we need to start saying to people, you suck. That's what we need to start saying to people. You suck. You suck at your job as a husband, or you suck at your job as a wife. Storm, are you doing all that? Yes. That's normal. I have done that for friends and people that I love and care about. That's normal. You sick, you rest. Let me go get this. Let me go get that. Let me go get you some coconut water, some ginger, whatever you need. Because it always be seeming like you ain't never got the medicine that you need when you get sick or you had a wrong type. Let me run to the store. Let me drop $100 in CVS because medicine for some reason is like damn near, they act like you won the lottery or some shit. And take care of you until you feel better. This is who y'all marrying? These must be the same kind of dudes that say they babysit their own kids, which I've never understood. But they so-called want a legacy. They so-called keep saying this they see, then take care of it. It ain't babysit because it's yours.
He was my nurse. He was like taking care of me, taking care of our kids. It was a lot. I think a lot of us were tested through 2020 in this whole pandemic. And so we were stretched to our like max. And for him,
you want to know even about like taking care of something? I remember my friend had weight loss surgery where they like cut the stomach and make it like this small. and we was co-workers at the time, but friends as well. And I literally would go on my lunch break to her house to go in and take out the trash. Literally. But y'all man, that be up inside you, coming down your throat. Don't give nobody your body that you can't add, that can't take care of you when you need them, that you can't ask for no money from, that you can't. And this who you laying up? Oh God. Ugh.
Yeah, it was very stressful times. So I understood that and I had to accept it. We now are in counseling and we have agreed that that won't happen again.
So
moving right along to the next clip. This marriage was sad and pitiful as hell. They better see. This is why I can't be no damn therapist, because I would have been say y'all need to break up. I don't think I can be a therapist. I think I keep it too real. I tell them y'all both suck. You enabling him, and he treating you like he hates your ass. All right. Almost like passive aggressive hatred, which is the worst. That's how you get killed in your sleep. People don't be realizing you might as well give it. Let me stop. Anyway, next clip. Drew talks about why he's not going to adopt the oldest son, Josiah. Let's get into it.
Been through a blended situation.
Yeah, this is actually a great time to even talk about Josiah a little more.
Ralph told my mom and I that he was definitely going to adopt Josiah. And then he laid it on me out of nowhere that he spoke with Josiah's biological father. And because he would not like that, he made the decision to not adopt Josiah.
Do y'all believe that? Now we did, even she not believing that bullshit. Now we did meet Josiah's biological father on the show after he had been, I think he had been in prison for like most of the kid's life. We did meet him. The kid looked just like him. He kind of looked like an off-brand version of Ralph. Do y'all believe that though? The old dad, right? What was so hard about being home with your family during the pandemic? Because people don't like their families. People say all that shit about me being by myself. I'd rather be by myself than with somebody that I don't like. Boom. And he didn't even like his real daddy. Josiah didn't even know his biological father. And Drew was pushing for this adoption. Now, to keep it real, Drew, this adoption, quote unquote, was really not about Josiah. It was about you trying to legitimize your mistakes. And I'm not calling your child a mistake, but I'm just saying how society sees it. She was trying to wrap a bow and wrap her legacy, so to speak, in a pretty package, which I'm not mad at her, because it's what white women do. When white women have a baby by a dude and it don't work out, or he go to jail or whatever, or he die, she gets remarried. They adopt the child that came into the marriage. So everybody looks legitimate. I know those are old terms, but she's old school. Yeah. Want them all to have the same last name? Like, I get it. And I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he decided not to do it. To me, he already knew then that this marriage was not going to work. Because why is he even worried about what another man say that's on the opposite coast? The bio daddy lived in California. They live in Atlanta. Bio daddy just got out of prison. Josiah don't even know bio daddy. Bio daddy ain't got no money to go back and forth like that. So why you not going to adopt this little boy that's been in your life for over a decade? Ladies, you better start realizing ain't nobody going to love your baby like you. All this stepmama, stepdaddy shit is bullshit. How do they treat your child when y'all not together no more? Do they still ask about them? Do they still come around for them? When they pick up their kids, do they come pick up the other one too? Do they drop off Christmas gifts for all of them? Do they only bring McDonald's for theirs and not yours too? People don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna love yours like you.
After talking to him, I thought about my father and I thought about the things that I went through. Because really, this adoption is just a piece of paper.
But now he's writing this book where he's talking about step parenting. So I'm confused. And I just don't know why his mind has changed or why the back and forth. And it's heartbreaking.
Boom, because he knew he was done. Yet and still, He wrote a book on step parenting, was able to be on the show for a couple years, get some exposure. All right. I low-key think this marriage was over 2-3 years ago before they moved to Atlanta. I think that Ralph has been wanting to leave Drew. I think that, but I think he wanted her to be financially stable. She ain't getting no acting roles like that or enough to like sustain a household. So I think when she was in the talks of getting on this show in Atlanta, because pre-production happens like a year before they even start shooting. So you already know you in the running because your agent submit all that shit. Like, you know, I've seen things on the other side. So anyway, he knew. So I think his plan this whole time was we're going to go to Atlanta. We're going to reduce our expenses. Number one, reduce our lifestyle. Number two, okay, I'm going to get her working. I'm going to stick with her so she can have a storyline. And at the right time, I'm going to dip. Drew no longer needs Ralph to be her husband for a storyline. She's more than proven herself. Now we can watch her go through divorce. Now we can watch their drama. And now we can watch her date and get herself back together. People, the viewers love to see a redemption story. Ralph ain't no damn dummy. Sid said, Josiah is my cousin, and you right, Storm. Josiah bio dad has been a deadbeat since he was born. That's why my Uncle Ralph stepped in. I wonder how that co-parenting situation is going to work out. I hope, and I know that's your cousin, I hope Ralph stays in his life. Because that's the only father that little boy knows. So now if Ralph goes away and has no relationship with him going forward, Josiah's going to be damaged from that. The kids already going to suffer because of the divorce. You already got some trauma coming. But if Ralph just now like emotionally and physically pushes him to the side, because kids can feel it. Kids can feel it. So Sid, I hope he can't pick up the other kids and leave them. I hope he don't do that. He can do that, but I hope he don't do that. He's not the best example, but guess what? He's something. He's the only dad that Josiah knows. If he stopped coming around, well, he gonna come around for his kids, I'm sure. But when he come to pick up the other two, if he don't pick up Josiah too, if he don't hug all of them, play with all of them, tell all of them that he love them, I don't know why these men don't want to tell their kids that they love them. That's a whole nother story. Then when they ass sick and dying and shit, then they want to, I love y'all. Shut the hell up, bitch, and die. This is going to be a mess. This is going to be a mess. Anyway, people, I don't know how I turned one topic into four. But I managed to. So like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. We're going to come back for another story here that we got to do. And then, yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit.